Hello, everyone. Welcome to Agility Academy Tuesday Agile Leadership live sessions. So we are live on Facebook, YouTube, as well as on LinkedIn. Feel free to mention your location. Say hi by commenting, and throughout this session, if you have got any question, anything related to this topic, write it down. So today we are going to talk about this interesting topic, which is how to get a Scrum Master job with no experience in 2023. We know it's like chicken and egg situation. You don't get a job because you don't have experience, and because you don't have a job, you don't get experience. In today's session, we have got James, who is based in Melbourne, Australia, and he's a seasoned agile coach, agile consultant. He's going to share his story. He's going to share his $1 million secret about what can be done if you want to succeed as a Scrum Master. Hi, James. Glad to have you
Yeah.
here.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Cool. So I can see that we have got few people who have started introducing themselves. We got Chandra, Jasmine. So feel free to mention your location. So what we are going to cover today is irrespective of what you see in the marketplace. Like there are a lot of jobs where they are looking for someone who can act as an agile team leader, Scrum Master. It pays well. It is a very respectable and in-demand job. But doesn't matter what's there out in the market. You need to start by understanding why, what, before you do deep dive and look at how. So that's what we are going to explore. uh, James, what do you reckon? What is a Scrum Master? What you have seen any Scrum Master doing?
It's really providing that top level, that servant leadership. So if you're in a team, imagine you're in a sports team. You're the leader of that sports team, and you're leading by example, and you're serving the team really. So how, as a Scrum Master, how can I make that team achieve its goals together, and bring that teamwork across into the workplace?
Yeah, that's a really great analogy. So it's like
Yeah.
you are not someone who is supposed to do everything. You are not a manager who is going to tell you do this, you do that. It's an influential role. It's a leadership role where you are supposed to lead with the intent to serve. And as part of this role, you are supposed to wear multiple hats. And that's why anyone who want to become a Scrum Master, that person need to first of all understand whether these are the things, these are the qualities which they have got. If you prefer to be in the limelight, if you prefer to be someone who is at the center of everything, probably this might not be the right fit for you. So there are 7 questions which will determine if Scrum Master is right fit for you. First one is, do you like to help others?
Mm.
Do you see pleasure in supporting, helping others succeed? Do you have urge to be in spotlight? As I mentioned earlier, quite often Scrum Master is nothing but a glue behind sticky note, I will say, or director who never goes in the limelight. If you are a Marvel movie fan, who are the superheroes, but you don't know quite often who is the director of that movie, right? So Scrum Master is one who is who orchestrate everything, who help everyone, and then who influences without authority. In many organizations, Scrum Master doesn't have any line of report. So you will be there to help people understand different challenging situations. You should be someone who is comfortable with uncertainty.
Mm.
Quite often, James, you might have seen that when Scrum Master gets involved, how is the situation? Do you expect everything to be clearly rolled out, everything to be well planned out, or there is ambiguity?
No, and that's right. You need to read between the lines, look for that grey area, interpret things, be that influence on the team, that positive influence, and help provide the those answers, whether they're perfect answers or not. You want to give people that view, that drive, that vision to sign up to work together, because
Yeah.
it's the Scrum Master is the leader of the team, really.
Yeah. And there are a few books which comes to my mind whenever I think about Scrum Master or servant leadership. First one is Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek, which talks
Mm.
about what servant leadership is all about. And there are other books which talks about the ideal team player by Patrick Leocioni, or 5 dysfunctions of team. So as a Scrum Master, you are supposed to help team navigate through those uncertainties, ambiguous situations, help them to have a really positive work environment, and support them
Mm.
throughout the conflicting situation. So if this is something which suits your personality trait, this is something which resonates with you, then I will say that Scrum Master role is the right fit for you. By the way, if you are listening to this live stream or even recorded session, mention your name, say hi, your location, and ask us any question which you might have related to this topic. I can see that we have got someone from Philippines, someone from Australia already attending this session. So let's dig in and find out what are the main struggles which are faced. And I'll share my story. Probably James, you can also share your story how you have
Yeah.
transitioned into agile leadership roles. So when in 21 years back, when I started my career, I was working as a R&D engineer in one of the technology firm based in States. Um, After spending some time as a software engineer, there was a need for someone who can wear hat of a Scrum Master. And to be honest, at that point in time, I didn't realize Scrum Master is also a role or dedicated, job. So I was given an opportunity where I was responsible to facilitate conversation, be voice of a team, ensure that healthy work environment is maintained, and that has actually helped me to gain that confidence and move
Mm.
into this role formally over a few years. However, quite often there are a lot of people who face challenges when it comes to transitioning from traditional role to Scrum Master role. How about you, James? How when did you start your journey in agile leadership role, and what was your experience?
Yeah, so about 25 years in IT, I did web development early on, so I had that tech experience. I got into that becoming a business analyst, and I think that's a good lead into becoming a Scrum Master to kind of understand, especially in the IT field, working as an analyst, understanding the requirements, driving the team, working with the developers and so forth. So I had a lot of experience facilitating workshops, being hands-on with people, guiding, pushing the boundaries of what we wanted to deliver and build, and then naturally cutting my teeth. That role of Scrum Master, like Sandeep said, it wasn't actually called a Scrum Master, it was different titles. It was iteration manager and other different titles, delivery lead type roles. But in the end, they're all very similar. And getting into that Scrum Master, leading the team and being that confident person to
Yeah.
then to help move it forward without having all the answers. You really need to operate in that gray space.
Yeah. So you need to be humble enough to accept that
Yeah,
I don't know what I don't know. So, and
yeah.
that will be the situation quite often. And you need to be lifelong learner.
Mm,
So if we focus on the struggles which are faced by a lot of people who want to transition into Scrum Master role, there are key three reasons why many professionals fail to secure a Scrum Master job with 100% confidence. First one is information overhead. If you search on the internet about Scrum Master, you'll see thousands and thousands of links. Even if you just search for Agile certification or Scrum certifications, you'll see so many courses, so many certification trainings offered um, at a throwaway price. And I was having this conversation with few Scrum Master aspirants recently, and I was telling them it's not about certificate, it's about experience, it's about understanding from someone else how they have applied all those things and what kind of challenges anyone can expect in this role. Uh, Now, when we talk about Scrum Master, it is all about picking up a right course which will give you some clarity.
mm,
So, if you want to become a doctor, you can't say that I'll search on Google and then understand how to diagnose certain symptoms and then prescribe some medicine, right? So, you need to have some formal education. Fortunately, unfortunately, agile space is quite big, quite huge. And
mm.
that's why this information overhead sometimes, dismotivates you or demotivates you, or sometimes, you get disappointed because there's no clear path towards becoming a Scrum Master. Second challenge which is faced is not having enough experience in. So even if you do 2 day certification training from a trainer who doesn't have a lot of industry experience, what happens, you don't gain real exposure towards how those theoretical things gets applied in the real world. So
Mm.
how to run a stand up. And I remember in my early days when I was facilitating one of the daily stand up Scrum meeting, few people never used to turn up. Now, you will not find answer in any course book or any textbook how to deal with such situations. So that's why lack of practical experience in that situation, what you require is someone who can guide you. And that's the third challenge. not having access to experienced professionals who can provide you ongoing support, mentoring, wherein they are invested in your success. So if you look at any player, right? If you look at the tennis, so Roger Federer or Serena Williams, even though those are number one player at that point in time, they always had a coach. They always
mm,
had someone mentor who was helping them to and guiding them to succeed. Same thing applies whenever you try to transition into Scrum Master role. If you have joined a few minutes back, just mention your location and ask any question. And I can see that we have got now more people joining from South Africa, Florida, where it looks like there's a lot of sunshine, Colorado, UK, Newcastle, UK. And there are a few questions. So, can you elaborate on the tech part of Scrum? Yeah, we are going to look into that angle, technology, and we have got some clear cut path set when it comes to how, even if you don't have any technological exposure, ability to use different tools, how Agility Academy experts can help you with that. So we'll address that question in upcoming slides in few minutes. What secondary skills would you say is most helpful for a Scrum Master? That's from Jasmine. What do you reckon, James? What secondary skills are most useful for a Scrum Master? Anything comes to your mind?
yeah, the people skills, I think, uh, being adaptive to different personalities, different behavioral types, and just ensuring that you can deal with different personalities, really.
Yeah,
The more experience, the more exposure, and that comes back to that servant leadership point. But yeah, and providing that what we call psychological safety to allow people to speak up, even if they're wrong, even if you disagree. It's providing that debate, that the honest debate between things.
yeah. Sorry, my video has started to play up, so that's fine. I second whatever James is saying. At the end of the day, it's a people facing role. So your
Yeah.
soft skills play crucial role. I'll say that you need to have high emotional intelligence so that you
Mm,
can sense what other people are thinking, feeling, experiencing. You need to be humble enough. You need to be someone who can actively listen to others, because at the end of the day, you want to be there to support people throughout the journey rather than going with your set agenda. So I'll say, as you go through this journey, you will find out that there are more things which are required to be good leader, and those are essential to become a successful Scrum Master. And yes, we are going to cover certain hard skills as well. Uh, so with this, let's go ahead and then explore what are the expectations from Scrum Master. What are day-to-day activities, responsibilities any Scrum Master need to do? So we have seen what is a Scrum Master, why, what kind of skill sets are required to be Scrum Master, and whether it's the right fit, and then what challenges are faced by the Scrum Master. Now we are going to explore the how part. So remember, in the title itself, there is a Scrum and Master or Scrum Expert. If you don't want to take Master as a term, probably I'll say Scrum Expert. So Scrum is a framework. It is used by 85% of teams, agile teams who decide to embark on agile journey across world. Quite popular. Uh, and you can search for the Scrum guide, or if you come and attend 2 days certification training, which is offered by Agility Academy, Safe Scrum Master or Discipline Agile Scrum Master, you will learn a lot of things in detail by the book related to that. But if I want to explain this in a 30 seconds, Scrum is a framework where you have a time box. It might be 1 week, 4 weeks, within which you try to come up with a potential shippable product or
mm,
solution. And then you have got a three roles: Scrum Master, Product Owner, and Agile Team Member. As a Scrum Master, it's your responsibility that all those events, all those ceremonies are happening in the time bound fashion towards expected outcome. So this is what is expected from Scrum Master. If there is a no daily stand-up happening or teams are not continuously learning and improving, uh, your sponsor is going to look at you and then ask you what's going on. Why certain teams are not performing well or what kind of support they require. So three
mm,
roles, five artifacts: stand up, daily stand up, sprint planning, retrospective, showcase, product refinement sessions, backlog refinement sessions, and three artifacts. So this is where you will be spending most of your time. Now, if you are new to Agile, new to Scrum, don't worry. The first step, which we are going to explore shortly, is about gaining formal education and credentials and credibility to certificates. So this is where Agility Academy will help you to secure the industry recognized certifications, and you will learn more in detail, more in depth what need to be done here. So when you are working as a Scrum Master, you need to wear multiple hats. So facilitator is one hat, and when you are facilitating certain ceremonies, it's a different ball game. Here you are not facilitating, or you are not hosting project status meeting where people are giving updates to you. This is all about having that collaborative environment where everyone will open up, everyone will share how things are going, what's working, what's not working, where are the blockers, who needs help, and how we can move towards that common goal. So there are different ceremonies: daily stand up, planning sessions, backlog refinement, sprint review, and retrospective. This is where you are supposed to facilitate those things by involving and inviting right participant and make it productive. James, have you seen anything challenging for new Scrum Master when it comes to facilitating these sessions?
Yeah, I'd say that you probably start off very textbook, very process oriented, and then
Yeah,
as you master all these, you're going to make it your own. The team will get bored with the same way, the same facilitation. So it's good to mix things up, change it up a little bit, explore what other teams are doing, talk to other Scrum Masters if you're in a team of teams or you're in a larger company, find out what they're doing and mix things up and make it your own. And then as you experience it, you're going to, inject your own small, subtle ways of doing things to make it, to bring out the best of people, really.
yeah, yeah. So there's a textbook answer and there is a reality, right? So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can you need to apply your emotional intelligence, your people leadership skills while facilitating those things, and we'll share something towards the end of these sessions about how you can gain this experience. I think there's someone who has mentioned that who does want to hire a Scrum Master with just a certificate and without experience or knowledge. So that's a good question, and this is exactly what we are going to address through our Scrum Master Mentorship program, which we will share shortly. Because at the end of the day, theory is good thing, but practice actually makes you confident and gives you credibility in the marketplace. And another thing is that you can get a job, but you might not be able to play that job successfully if you don't have mentoring support or if you don't have that hands-on experience. Um, so when you are acting as a Scrum Master, and apart from facilitator, you need to act as a mentor.
Mm.
Many times we have seen people who want to transition into agile leadership role, they embark on this journey when they focus on two distinct skills: Scrum Master and product ownership. Because as per framework, as per industry standards, Scrum Master is supposed to coach, mentor, guide product owner when it comes to embarking on agile journey. So there might be situations where there's someone who is new to agile, someone who is coming from business analyst background, or someone who has been promoted as a product owner, proxy product owner. That person will be looking at Scrum Master to provide guidance. So as a mentor, as a guide, you need to support your agile team members who might be new to agile ways of working. You might need to educate your business stakeholders and then help them understand how things gets done when we talk about agile, where it is more bottom up planning. It's more transparency based, pull based approach rather than push based approach. This is quite interesting. So Scrum Master as a problem solver. And I like this picture because here you can see you need to step away from the situation and start scratching your head, try to connect dots and see where is the real problem. Because
Mm.
remember, when you are supporting a team, and that team can be technical, non-technical. I have seen a lot of Scrum Masters who have supported non-technical teams like marketing team, finance team, legal team, HR team, business development team to operate in a such a way that they can embrace agility by following all those elements from the Scrum framework. So when you are a problem solver, you need to wear that system thinker hat. You need to connect the dots, find out, okay, what is the real problem we are facing, what can be the possible solutions, and you need to take together everyone's expertise in order to come up with best possible option. So it's a team sport. Here you are not supposed to be expert. Here you are supposed to leverage knowledge, expertise which are present within a team. James, Anything comes to your mind when it comes to solving teams impediments?
Yeah, I mean, in my experience, most places or teams that you're working in and you're the scrum master, there's going to be more than one team. So I'd suggest reaching out, connecting with the other scrum masters, connecting with the other teams. Um, and if it's about blocking progress or an impediment, it's really opening up those communication channels to see what the problem is. Usually, it's a decision or information flow or some sort of requirement or something that we need solved up the chain. But yeah, talk and lean into the other scrum masters in your company for
Yeah.
sure.
And there's something called as a lean and different type of waste which manifest in lean
Mm,
that help you to gain better understanding. Another hat or another role which needs to be played as a scrum master is scrum master as a teacher. So
mm,
many times when an organization embarks on the agile journey, they will not have expertise in agile. They will not have someone who knows how things are done in an agile ways of working. And that's where they'll be looking at a scrum master to come and teach fundamentals, basics of agile scrum. So it's quite important that you understand, you get your facts right, you understand the framework, you understand this entire concept and embrace that agile mindset before you start playing that role. Conflict resolver, quite interesting topic, and I do see that many times as a scrum master you might end up in a situation wherein there are two teams who are at different ends, or there might be two individuals within a team who are not talking with each other, not
mm.
sharing information, or might have different point of view for certain situation. And that's where your conflict management skills are required to tackle such situations. Now, why we are talking about these different hats, different stances? Because remember, if you are going to apply for a Scrum Master job, or even if you after securing a Scrum Master job, these are the things which are expected from this role, and that's why it's quite important to understand how you can gain that knowledge and experience. Last one, Scrum Master as a coach. So when you're taking this stance of coach, here you don't act as a someone who has got all expertise.
Mm.
Expectation is that you will help that person through powerful questions to understand what can be a possible options. So if someone is saying that, hey, I'm facing it quite challenging to finish certain things on certain time, then you can ask, okay, what good might look like, or what have you tried, what can be possible options. So that's how you try to help other person realize what can be ways through which those problems or challenges can be solved. So if you have joined recently, just say hi, mention your location, and ask any question related to this topic. With James, we are exploring how to get a Scrum Master job and successfully play it without any experience in 2023. So just going back, so these are the three struggles: information overhead, too much information about agile certifications, too many courses, don't know which one we should start. Second one is not having enough experience in how to apply the Scrum Master skills, competencies in a real workplace scenario. And third one, lack of guidance and mentoring support. Looking at this, what we have got is Agility Academy has created this Scrum Master Mentorship program, and we are running successfully this program since last several months. In this program, what we do, we help you go through the cycle of sprint. So you will be part of a program wherein we'll be running 1 week sprint. So it will be 4 sprint program in which you will understand how to play role of a scrum master on day-to-day basis. So you will get an opportunity. You'll be part of a virtual, globally distributed agile team, scrum team, and then you'll be facilitating daily stand-up, retrospective, sprint planning event. You'll also gain experience when it comes to using tools which are typically used in the industry, like Atlassian Jira, Confluence, Mural, MS Teams, Zoom, so on and so forth. And towards the end, you will gain some confidence when it comes to supporting team towards agile transformational journey, like what kind of metrics, reports, how you can engage with stakeholders, and what need to be done in order to become a successful Scrum Master. So that's a 4 week, 4 sprint Scrum Master mentorship program in which we'll be tackling all those three challenges which are faced by any Scrum Master aspirant. Now, who is the target audience for this? If you are someone who has just now finished their graduation, probably this might not be the right program for you. This is for someone who has got at least 2 to 3 years of industry experience. And when I talk about industry experience, we are not talking about working in an IT organization or working in a specific domain. You can be working anywhere, but you should be able to correlate all those concepts and apply those in your real workplace scenario. So professional who has worked in a corporate world and haven't got any experience working in agile team, someone who has worked in an agile team but keen to play that leadership role as a scrum master, product owner. So if you are a business analyst, agile business analyst, product owner, proxy product owner, you want to expand your horizon and explore multiple opportunities, then this program is for you. Agile team member, if you're a software developer, tester, someone who is contributing to within that agile team, this program is going to help you. And then project manager, many times whenever
Mm.
there's agile transformation, you see that project manager role gets repurposed, because in the scrum guide, in scrum framework, there's no project manager. You have a product owner, scrum master, and agile team member. So quite often project managers who are more focused towards people related activities, who love to work with team, they transition to scrum master role, or sometimes they transition into product owner role if they have a business acumen and want to be customer facing. So this program is for those who have a passion to turn into Scrum Master leadership role. If you ask me, I started my journey as an Agile team member. Uh, I'm
Mm.
sure while James explained, James started as a team member as well as business analyst, product owner. Uh, but you can start anywhere. Last time in earlier session, we had few people who started the journey as a project managers. We had few who were just working in a team with no experience. So it's all about your willingness, it's all about your commitment through which you can succeed. Just to deep dive into how this program has been created. So first step is explore. So we assume that you have got basic understanding of Agile. If not, we offer today Agile certification training course, Safe Scale Agile, Scrum Master, Discipline Agile Scrum Master course. So we highly recommend to get some formal education and certifications, because credibility lies with those world industry recognized certifications. So explore is where you will gain knowledge about Agile, Lean, Scrum, Kanban. You will find out what kind of competencies are required, and you will have that credibility. Second phase in this program is where you'll experience. So you'll start working as a Scrum Master in the virtual agile team. You will get opportunity to facilitate different sessions. You will get opportunity to teach, to coach, to resolve conflicting situations, and use tools which are used in the industry. So if you join any team as a scrum master, expectation is that you have got expertise in agile tools. You should be good in Atlassian Jira, which is worldwide recognized agile work management tool. You should be using tools like Miro, Mural, typically used when you have got remote distributed, globally distributed teams. So you'll gain those experience, that expertise in this. And last phase is where we will conduct mock interviews. So, or we'll give you certain situations and we'll see that how you are reacting to those situations. So towards end, you will gain 100% confidence to lead agile team, not only just crack Scrum Master interview and secure that job, but beyond that, to play that role successfully. And you will have access to Agility Academy mentors who will be always there to guide you beyond this four week program. Uh, Now, if this is something which sounds interesting to you, if this is something which is your priority, then feel free to reach out to us. You can WhatsApp +61 451 811 164, or you can call on our US phone number, or simply write us at team@agilityacademy.com.au. Or if you want to have one-on-one conversation with one of the Agility Academy expert, you can scan this QR code and book free 15 to 30-minute Agile or Scrum Master consultation session, where we'll find out whether this is the right program for you, or is there anything else which you need to do. There are a few questions, James. I'm quite keen to answer those, and I can see that we have got now people joining from Italy, Canada, and some other parts of the world. In
Yeah.
one word, a Scrum Master is team's therapist. This is what someone has mentioned. So I will not call it as a therapist. I will call it as a coach, mentor, teacher. someone who cares about team and team's growth. Uh, how to engage in a Scrum improvement for the organization and teams. So that's something which we'll be exploring in the workshop, 4 week workshop. How to create the culture of continuous improvement,
Mm.
wherein in a framework there's a retrospective where you can identify what's working, what's not working, but the beauty lies in following up with those action items, and only when you look at those action items and then help team accountable to improve, then that culture of improvement kicks in. uh, yeah, so if you are keen, if you want to come and join our upcoming session, so we have got these sessions running from mid of this month. We have got really interesting participants joining from US, Canada, Australia, and different parts of the world. You can come and join us by reaching out to us through WhatsApp, phone call, or email, or alternatively you can book a free consultation session.
I wish I
James?
had this mentor program.
Ah,
Yeah, it sounds
yeah.
really good.
Yeah, nowadays life is easy because you have got access to so many things. Uh, but we have learned it hard way, James and me. We are in the industry now working as an agile coach consultant, but
Yeah.
we never had this opportunity to get mentored, guided by someone who is in the industry since long time.
No, I really
Hope
think
you
that's
have joined it.
invaluable. Yeah.
Sorry, James, go on.
That's really invaluable, a 4 week mentor program. You'll get so much more than, on
Yeah.
top of a 2 day course. Like you get a lot out of that.
And journey doesn't finish at the end of 4 weeks. You continue to be engaged with your mentor. So you have got access to mentor. There are lean coffee sessions, brown bag sessions, which you continue to attend. So it's a ongoing journey. Uh, so if you have joined first time this LinkedIn live sessions or YouTube live session, what you can do, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search Agility Academy. Once you subscribe, you will get notified for our every Tuesday weekly session. You can also watch recording of our earlier sessions. We have done really interesting live sessions with different industry experts. Another thing which you can do, you can follow us on LinkedIn. Agility Academy PTY Limited is our page, or you can visit us on our website. So every Tuesday, same time, 30 minutes talking about different agile leadership role. That's what we are looking for. Thank you again. Thanks, James. Really appreciate
Thank
you
you.
joining. I can see that there are a lot of people who have found this session insightful, and few have already shown interest to join this program. So, looking forward to be part of your journey and helping you succeed in your role. Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you. Good night. Good evening.